Welcome in, Aries. My name is Maria at Indigo Earth. I am here to do a general reading for you, our fire signs, Aries. Good to have you here. Thanks for coming into the channel. Let's welcome in your cross watchers as well. Please feel free to swap around the energies as need be throughout the reading. And anytime that you come across this message and you were drawn into it, was a time that you were meant to listen to it. Messages coming through for you, Aries, should reflect some aspect of your current situation. Doesn't have to reflect the whole thing, as well as and or an inner knowing. So take what fits, and if it doesn't fit, don't try to make it fit. It just means that the reading was meant for somebody else this week. And I will have an extended at the end of this reading for those of you that this does resonate with. We will dive deeper into the messages coming through by exploring the zodiac signs that come up in your reading. And those zodiac signs can be about intimate connections as well as and or background players. Blended family, extended family, cousins, aunts, uncles, colleagues, work associates, friends, best friends. And even if you don't know their zodiac sign, you will be able to recognize the energies as I go through the zodiac signs in the extended. So just keep that in the back of your head as we go through the reading. And for all of you that sent these wonderful messages for our cat Sylvester, Sylvester survived surgery and he is in healing mode right now. He is an older cat and he is a rescued cat, so it is taking some time, but he's doing better, and I think he'll be with us for a little bit longer here. So very happy about that. Thank you so much for being patient and for understanding. Hopefully you'll see him sauntering through here at some point during the reading. All right, so here we go. This is for Aries. Moon, Sun, and Rising. This is for Aries. Moon, Sun, and Rising. This is for Aries. Moon, Sun, Rising. This message for those watching, please. Message for Aries. Moon, Sun, Rising. All right, here we go. So overall energetic theme for the reading, we have the Page of Coins. Wanting to take a new direction. I don't know if you have taken action yet. This is something tangible, something you can see, taste, touch, smell, something that is immediate in this 3D realm. A new path is going to be opening up here for you, or a new direction is going to be taking place or presenting itself to you. So let's see what your current energy is. We have the Three of Swords. So you're working through some very difficult emotions right now. Maybe some sadness, or you may be having to face a situation that is going to you're going to have to go have a hard conversation. I'll put it like that. It's going to be a hard conversation to have. There might be some hurt feelings behind it. So let's see what your situation is here. We have the High Priestess. So it could be keeping quiet right now, not saying anything. There could be a lull, nothing's going on. People are just kind of keeping to themselves. But let's see what your challenge or your opportunity is right now. We have the Seven of Wands, holding your ground, setting boundaries, being clear. This is about achieving a certain, you're trying to achieve a certain standard or a certain level or a certain something here. This is about achievement. So your experience and your knowledge are now playing a part in this process. So let's see what life is working on with you. Ace of Cups, or Ace of Pentacles, sorry. There's that new beginning coming in, a change, a new concept, a new idea, a new path, a new road. Something new is trying to make its way through here. Something tangible. Could be work-related, could be situational, could be relational. So take this how it resonates with you. So what have you mastered up until this point? Judgment. This could be an awareness. This could be maybe review, self-review. this could also just be judgment, like making a call on something, seeing something clearly. So let's see what's going to be heading your way, Aries. What's heading your way here in the next 0 to 3 months? We have the King of Wands. Could have another fire sign coming in. Aries, Leo, Sag. But this is about an endeavor. This is about knowledge and experience is now put into action. So let's find out what your assets are. What crowns you in this situation? Once this opportunity comes in, what are your strengths here? We have the Eight of Swords, knowing how to untangle yourself from a situation, knowing how to work your way through a situation, knowing you have the advantage here. This is advancement. So whatever you feel is binding, you have going to have the ability. What crowns you is you know how to remove yourself or set yourself free or get yourself away from it. So let's see what the outside influences are. We have the Queen of Cups. This could have something to do with your environment. That your environment or your home or your something affects you deeply on a deep level. So let's see what the next steps are coming in. Oh, we have the King of Cups. Could have a water sign coming in. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You got the King and the Queen of Cups here. So there's an outside influence coming. You may be leaving behind a fire sign and going towards a water sign here. But there looks like there's love here. Looks like there's companionship. If this has to do with relation, if it has to do with situational, you may be coming up against a hard decision here. Really thinking things over. You really want to go in a new direction because that's what the Page of Pentacles is. It's a new direction, a new concept, heading in a new way, a new path. You may have already made a judgment call on this and you're standing firm in your decision. So what's the big picture here? What's really going on underneath all this? We have the Queen of Pentacles. So this is trusting yourself, understanding and taking care of yourself, trusting your intuitive hits, knowing who you are. And this opportunity might be presenting itself to you so that you can exercise that right or exercise that knowing. So how is this all going to play out for you? We have the Five of Wands. There will be change. This change may present some obstacles in your way. This change may present some things that you might have to push yourself through. This change may bring about some resistance, but there is change on the horizon here. So let's see what this is all about. What's going on with you here, Aries? Let's find out what the High Priestess is. This is your situation. This could also be something like there's just this inner knowing gnawing at you, kind of picking away at you, something that you've had a hunch or an idea. It's kind of sitting right here in the gut. Yeah, we have the Ten of Wands. So something's trying to come to a completion here. Something maybe that you've kind of known, but maybe didn't really act on it up until this point. Something is bringing itself to the end of the road here. We have the Four of Cups. There's dissatisfaction in this. Whoa, you got the High Priestess again. Woo, my goodness. You might not be saying anything here. You might be keeping this to yourself. But there's some sort of dissatisfaction here has come to the end of the road. And you know it. You got the High Priestess on both ends. You know it. Are you acting on it? I don't know. Does it make you sad? It looks like it does. But in order to advance forward here, you're going to have to stand on your position, even if it hurts some people's feelings or You know, this seems to be like a hard decision has to be taken. Boy, when you got that, when you got the High Priestess on two ends of the bookshelf here, that's, you know that you know that you know. There's no hiding it. So let's see what this Seven of Wands is. What is this challenge presenting itself? Or it could be an opportunity, however you want to look at it. But in order to advance forward, or in order to achieve this change that you want, this new direction, this new path, you may have to do something that you don't, maybe that you hope that you didn't want to do. So what is this Seven of Wands for our Aries, please? Clarify what this Seven of Wands is for our Aries. Covering Three of Swords. We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Five of Pentacles. And we have the Hanged Man. I think that there's, you know, two scenarios here. One is you're either trying to resist going through some sort of emotional upheaval, emotional, like, I don't want to keep using the word pain. Something that is uncomfortable. Some sort of emotions that are trying to rise up. You may be resisting this. They're hanging out here, Four of Coins and the Hanged Man, like they're not going away. And it has something to do with maybe feeling alone. Maybe you don't want to go through the emotions of being alone, or being by yourself, or being in a position where you are lonely. Might not be wanting to go through that or feel that. For some others of you, you could be making a stand on an issue, or you could be making a stand on something that you know has come to its end. There's a lot of dissatisfaction here. You got the Four of Coins, so you're standing on your ground on this. Four of Pentacles, like you're not going to be moved. You're not moving from this. And it may mean you have to take this stand by yourself. Whatever this is, you might have to do this on your own terms. You might have to do it on your own guidance. You might have to make a sacrifice here that you don't want to make. You also might have to make a decision or a call that you really don't want to make, that might not put you in the favor of everybody else. But there's something here you know has come to its conclusion. It's gone as far as it can go. And so in order to advance, or in order to move forward into this new path, you kind of know that this has to be a done deal. You're dissatisfied in here anyway. So let's keep going. What is this Ace of Coins that the universe, or that life, is trying to bring into your existence? What is the Ace of Pentacles here, please? We have the Knight of Cups. Something very inspirational. Something that just really warms your heart. We have it with the Queen of Swords. And we have it with Strength. So in order to start this new path, it's really going to take some inner resolve. And it's really going to take you to see clearly, to ask some really good questions, maybe of the situation or of the person that you're dealing with, so that you can see clearly and make some, take action in the way that you need to take it for yourself. Because something is trying to come through for you. Some new path, some new direction, some new guidance is trying to come through for you. And you're ready to take action. It's heartfelt. Like you know deep within your soul that it's time for you to move on, or it's time for you to take this action. But I think you want to make sure, you want to see clearly, and you want to gather your strength before you do. And life is trying to help you with that. Life is trying to help you see, clear the pathway, so that you can get the courage and the inner resolve to start taking the action that you need. And it looks like an inspired action, Knight of Cups. I mean, it's something that's very, it's going to make you happy. So let's see what this is with the Judgment. This is what you've mastered already. This is kind of some new awareness, some realization, some sort of, you get it. Like you're seeing things a little bit differently now. We have the Three of Wands, we have the Ace of Wands, and we have the Magician. So what you've mastered is that, the Magician, you have the power to make this happen. You are at an advantage point here to go ahead and start on this new path. Because the Ace of Wands is about starting something new. It's like a reboot, like starting something new that's heartfelt and it's inspirational, and it's made for you. It's something made for you, specifically for you. You already know this to be true, right? You got the High Priestess up here twice, and you got Judgment. So I don't think this isn't something that's not seen. I think that you do know deep down inside your soul that something needs to end here. I think that maybe looking at it from a different perspective of understanding that, sometimes when you make a decision that is a hard decision to make, or have hard conversations to make, and you stand your boundaries, not everybody's on board with you. But this is where you find your own inner resolve and your inner strength. You might have to set your sails without whoever you thought was coming with you, or whoever you thought was going to go on this journey with you. And it's not that nobody's going with you, but there's something that you need to untangle yourself from, Eight of Swords, so that you can advance forward. Because when you got the Magician here, you're at an advantage point. You just might not see it yet. You might not recognize it. So let's see what this King of Wands is coming in here. This is the opportunity heading your way. So clarify what the King of Wands is for our Aries. Next 0 to 3 months. We have the Hanged Man. We have the Page of Cups. And we have the Six of Cups. Give me one more on this. One more on it. And we have the Six of Wands. So perseverance is huge in here right now. Perseverance and looking in another direction is huge. The King of Wands is about taking action. It is about moving forward. It is about knowledge and information. The King of Wands is somebody who's very fiery and passionate and charismatic and wanting to innovate and, kind of that entrepreneur spirit. And then it gets a hold up. The Hangman. It kind of stops. And so the opportunity for you to move forward here, Page of Cups, the opportunity for you to move forward here or to figure out the new path, you've got 2 cards of perseverance. 6 of Wands and 6 of Cups, right? Getting to the next part of this, getting out of this, whatever this is that needs to end. And when you have the 6 of Cups coming in, that's about maturity. 6 of Cups is also about gracious maturity. It is about some vulnerability, maybe. You might be put in a vulnerable place here. But you've got the 6 of Wands coming in right behind it. And the 6 of Wands is about overcoming, getting on to the next level, moving forward to something better. Because your heart feels it. Your heart wants to go here. Page of Cups. It doesn't want to be stuck anymore in whatever this is. So let's find out. Let's keep going here. So when this situation presents itself, and I think this is where the opportunity of this situation's coming in, where it might be something that you're really going to have to untangle yourself from, that's going to take perseverance, but this is your asset. This is something that you know how to do. This could also be what the learning experience is for you in this situation to attain what you want to attain. So clarify what this 8 of Swords is here. We have the 5 of Wands, so resistance is going to be there. It's like it's trying to keep you held up. This King of Wands seems to be, 10 of Wands again. This King of Wands seems to be trying to hold you up. And you want to move forward. Your heart is in a good place here. Definitely in a good place. But there's something here that you need to overcome. There's something here that you need to persist. It's going through some very difficult emotions, and it's really setting boundaries and standing your ground. It's gaining insight and fortitude and asking good questions. And it's about keeping your eyes on what's important to you and the matters of the heart. Because the big picture here is about you understanding yourself and taking care of yourself. So with the 8 of Swords, your assets here, I know it seems grim, but it's not, is untangling yourself from this mess, this calamity, this change, this whatever this is that's coming at you. It's just been around too long. 10 of Wands. It's been carrying itself and weighing everything down, and it seems like it's trying to prevent you from moving forward. So let's find out what this Queen of Cups is down here. This is the outside influences. We have the 7 of Wands. We have the 2 of Swords. Yeah, something's not advancing forward here. And we have the 5 of Cups. This could be a situation where the love that you're putting out, maybe to someone or to a situation, isn't being reciprocated. There's resistance here. Because we got the 7 of Wands and the 2 of Swords. There's someone's not responding. And there's grief. 5 of Cups. There's a lot of grief here. But there's a change happening. And I'm not sure if this grief is yours or if this is the other individual that you're dealing with. Can you give me one more on this? This is something that's very enduring to you. I can see this. But there's also something that, like, the High Priestess, you know that you know that you know that you know. You got the High Priestess sandwiched in between two very tough cards. 4 of Cups, dissatisfaction, and 10 of Wands. It's completed. It's come to an end. There's nowhere else for it to go. We have the King of Swords. You're going to see something very, very, very clearly. Very clearly. And you're going to be able to make a judgment call on it. Somebody may be playing the martyr game here, or the feel sorry for me game here. It may be a tactic. Somebody's love may be held up by, you know, past grief, past sadness, past pain. There's a lot of resistance here. You got the 7 of Wands and the 2 of Swords. There is a lot of resistance here. And you got the King of Swords. So this is emotional detachment. Very judgy emotional attachment. This is kind of a know-it-all. Could be somebody's love is covered up maybe by their grief and their sadness of something. They're very resistant here. They're very detached, and they're very judgy. And I think that's affecting this. It's affecting this whole situation. Somebody's just not moving forward. But they have all the answers. They have all the answers for, you know, maybe what you're supposed to be doing, but they're not doing it. So let's find out what your next steps are. Because this overall picture, this new path is about you taking care of you. Doing what's right for you. So let's find out what this King of Cups is. Well, we got the Devil coming through here. We got Strength, and we got the Ace of Swords. This is facing the truth of a situation. This is really clear now. This is really facing the truth of a situation. Something is holding you back. Something that seems to appear as a King of Cups. This global love, this all-around love. There's some kind of, something's not healthy here. Devil. Once you got the Devil showing up in something like this, there's some false truths here. And you got it with the Ace of Swords. So there's some false truths here that definitely need to be seen. Strength. Getting the courage and the strength. Something that you really love. And coming to the truth of it. That's why the King of Swords is here. Because somebody may be acting like they're super in love here, or like they're very giving, or you know, something to do with something heartfelt, but in reality, they're resisting. They're definitely resisting. And it probably doesn't have anything to do with you. It's their own grief and their own sadness. But your next step, when this opportunity comes through, something that you're going to see here, you're not going to be able to unsee it. You got strength twice. You got strength, inner resolve in what life is co-creating with you, and you have strength in what your next steps are, inner resolve. And that is a courage to see something clearly. That's why you have the High Priestess in your situation, sandwiched in between something has followed its completion, there's dissatisfaction here, and High Priestess again. You already know this to be true. Now it's taking a clear step and looking at it and going on a different path. Because whatever this is holding you up. It's holding you up. Your asset in this, my friends, is you know how to untangle this. This is your strength. Do you want to? This is going to be a hard thing to have to do. Three of Swords. Yeah, it is. It's going to be difficult. You're going to meet resistance. Five of Wands. But perseverance is all over this reading. All over this reading. You may not want to go through this. You may not want to be alone for a while. You may not want to... but for some reason, this is part of your experience for understanding how you need to take care of you, because that's the big picture here. So it's facing the truth about some untruths that you already know to be untrue. Getting the courage. It's not funny because this is a hard process, but I'm just going with where the cards are laying out. The truth to be the untruth isn't the truth, but you got to face the truth, right? Because you want to go down a different path. You're not happy here. And you do realize, this is something that you've mastered. You do realize that you need to move on. And you do have the capability to do it. You are at an advantage point here. And you have a keen awareness. You know what you need to do. And you know what has to be done here. So let's see what the Queen of Pentacles is. Because this is a big picture. So just give us some clarity on this one. What is the big picture here? What does Aries need to know with the Queen of Wands? Queen of Swords. You might have to be a bitch. You might have to be a bitch about this. Queen of Swords is like direct, cutthroat, straight to the truth. Cutting like bone to bone. Queen of Swords is like bone to bone. Yeah, you got perseverance again. Knight of Wands. This is what it's going to take this up. This is where you are going to move into attainment. And change is going to take place. This is going to be a hard-fought change, my friends. But it looks like it's going to be well worth it. So give us one more on the Five of Wands, please. Because this is where you're going to be set free. Three of Cups. This is where you're going to be set free. And you have the skills and the creativity and the imagination and the wherewithal and the fortitude to be able to move through this. And maybe you're going to have to move through this kind of thinking in a different perception, right? Maybe looking at this as not something that's going to devastate you, but something that's going to liberate you. So it's kind of like, the lotus blooms out of the muck in the mirror. Not that that's a great analogy to look at or a metaphor to look at, like nobody wants to sit in shit. But that's where everything grows, right? And you do have Phoenix rising here in your opportunity. Six of Wands. I don't see, like, choices weren't coming up here, except for the Two of Swords. And this is a hard choice to make. It's going to be a hard choice to make, but you kind of already know it's the High Priestess, you already know that you know. And I think deep down inside, you're going to pull yourself out of this too. It's just going through it. So let's see who we have coming in here for you. There's a lot. So we've got High Priestess, that's Cancer and Pisces. Leo, Capricorn, Virgo, Gemini, Scorpio, Pisces again, Pisces again. Pisces has been really loud in all the readings. And we just had that Pisces full moon last month. Or new moon. Was it new moon? I think it was new moon. Which really shook a lot of things up. Because the new moon is all about new beginnings. That's what I see coming through here for you, Aries. Virgo, Gemini, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Leo, Pisces, Cancer again. So I'm going to look at these. Capricorn, Leo again. I'm going to look at these signs in the extended. If you're dealing with any of those signs, we'll get some more information on that, as well as actions and advice for you moving forward. For those of you not moving on, let's get an essential oil you can use through this transition. Something you can touch. Wow. Okay. We have Cyprus. Aids in transition and transformation. Cyprus. And I believe this is a winter... a winter fern. The first record of Cyprus appears on papyrus from ancient Egypt, where it was used in sacred burial rituals and as incense and medicine. In the Mediterranean, cypress trees symbolize solace for the grieving and were planted in graveyards. And in Persia, they were viewed as the trees of immortality. Cyprus Essential Oil can help you if you're feeling stalled. Well, there's your Hanged Man. If you're feeling stalled or stuck, by encouraging feelings of progression. It reputedly conveys feelings of cohesion and stability, assisting us through times of change and transition. In the same way that it detoxifies the physical body, it can help us relinquish emotions that no longer serve us, helping us let go of them and accept our circumstances for what they are and flow with the new process of life. It can be especially helpful during times of grief and bereavement, helping us accept death as a natural part of life and rebirth. It can also be used as an antiseptic for arthritis and rheumatism, bedwetting, bronchitis, cellulite, colds and flu, edema, excessive menstrual bleeding, fibroids, gallbladder congestion, very heavy periods, incontinence, liver health, lymphatic congestion, poor circulation, prostate issues, restless leg syndrome, for sore throat, varicose veins, and whooping cough. So as with all essential oils, you never use them full strength. If you're going to use them topically, you always use a carrier oil such as jojoba or sweet almond or coconut, just to name a few. And or you can use it as a patch, put it on those aromatherapy patches, or they even have the bracelets where you can put some on the bracelets and just smell throughout your day. So that's what I have for you this week, Aries. I hope this helped you. Just guidance to assist you on your way through this. And until next time, may the peace that passes all understanding embrace the essence of your being. For those of you going on, the link to the extended is in the description box below, and I'll see you over there. Bye-bye.